So how much time do you actually need to put in the gym to maximize the benefits of resistance training and muscle building? Most of us are busy people, let's be honest. We have a job, school, kids, friends, family, hobbies. I hope more than that. We aren't planning on stepping on a bodybuilding stage anytime soon, but at the same time, we still want to look like an aesthetic sculpture. So how much time is needed, especially considering our pretty busy schedules? I'm happy that you're here because that either means that you're lifting weights, want to lift weights, or you want to maximize your time efficiency just because you're in a busy part of life. So research does indicate that resistance training is crucial for optimal health and longevity, but sometimes fitting workouts into a packed schedule can definitely be challenging. So let's delve into the latest scientific findings regarding the minimum effective dose for muscle building, for overall health benefits, and also muscle building. I also wanted to throw in some time-saving techniques that I've used just so you can maximize whatever limited time you do have in the gym, whether it is a busy period of life or you just want to go to the gym for 30 minutes and get out of there. So how much time do you actually need in the gym? A comprehensive review involving over 200,000 individuals was conducted in 2021 that revealed significant health benefits associated with muscle strengthening activities. But they were linked to a 15% reduction in all-cause mortality risk, and additionally combining resistance training with cardiovascular exercise also showed a 14% lower risk of all-cause mortality, as per some studies that were also involving about 500,000 participants. So I will admit, the quality of evidence on these studies is a bit low, but these findings do highlight the substantial benefits of incorporating resistance training and cardio for overall health, including reducing risk of diseases like cancer, heart disease, diabetes, stuff like that. You know this, you don't need me to lecture you on it. Long story short, exercise, doctor's orders. So how much time and what type of weightlifting regimen is necessary to achieve these benefits? So surprisingly, even just like 30 to 60 minutes a week has shown to provide a lot of these health benefits, which makes it honestly pretty feasible for individuals with hectic lifestyles, especially if you're going from a point where you're doing zero exercise to actually starting. But that is just for the health benefits. If you want the Greek god physique, it does change a little bit. So while some fitness enthusiasts may spend more time in the gym due to personal preferences or hobbies like bodybuilding or marathon running, the core message is overall pretty clear. Even minimal weekly resistance training, when combined with cardio, still yields significant health benefits. So I do want to talk about the basics of volume for a little bit. So the duration and intensity of training needed for muscle building really depends on your goals and your overall mindset. So there is this common belief that more equals better gains, but there are diminishing returns to excessive training and exercise. This is honestly a big reason why I'm not a fan of the 30 sets of chest on Monday type of workout. There's studies that show that while increasing sets can enhance gains, the incremental benefits will diminish over time. So for example, if you double the sets from 4 to 8 per week, you may only yield like a 10% improvement in your gains, not the expected 100% increase from doubling your workload. So for most individuals, a pretty moderate approach focusing on the minimum effective dose is pretty sufficient. And honestly, I think it's most optimal too. If you do want to maximize your gains, especially muscle gains, the current recommendation from the overall fitness community is around that 10 sets per week mark. Sure, you could do up to 20 or even more if you are an advanced trainee, have some sort of lacking body part, but you cannot handle 20 for all your muscle groups all the time. So this is especially important for individuals with time constraints, because even as little as like 3 to 5 sets per week can still yield some pretty notable benefits, especially if you're coming off from a hiatus or you've never trained in the first place. So it's also essential to recognize that these figures are pretty much averages. Your own genes, your own body could be slightly different. So I want you to keep that in mind too. So let's dive into the efficiency techniques that I've used over the years, especially in medical school, to maximize my gains in less time. That is why you're here. So technique 1. First, we have a pretty simple technique. You've probably heard of it, and it is supersets. So the basic premise of this is just combining 2 exercises, doing them back to back, and then resting after you do that pair of exercises together. So if you combine these 2 exercises back to back with minimal rest in between those, you're going to be cutting down on some of the time of your workout. This means you'll be able to do more volume in less time. More volume will lead to more gains if you're getting to that 10 set mark per week. Honestly, I do like supersets, but I prefer to do them with antagonistic muscle groups. This is where you're targeting opposing muscle groups and you're pairing them together. So think about bicep and tricep. When your bicep's working, your tricep is chilling. When your chest is working, your back's chilling. And then when you're done with your chest exercise, go back to the back. Now your chest is relaxing while your back is working. That's a good way to maximize time and make sure that you're not adding too much fatigue to your workout, and make sure that you're not fatiguing the same muscle over and over again and you give it some rest in between sets. So by doing antagonistic muscle group supersets like this, you can definitely minimize overall rest time between sets and just maximize your workout intensity. So I do use this one to build up my cardio and overall work capacity. I don't do this one all the time because I feel like each set isn't as intense as it could be just because I'm still a little fatigued from the previous exercise, but it can be helpful in a pinch. I also like to combine drop sets with supersets because it kind of is like a superset, but just with the same exercise. So drop sets are another way to enhance volume and metabolic fatigue which are the main drivers of growth. So drop sets involve performing a set of exercise to failure, then immediately reducing the weight and continuing the set to further fatigue the muscles. I typically like to do a set with my normal weight, and for my drop set, cut the weight by half and maybe doing another set to failure. This is gonna add more intensity to your workout, especially making it more ideal if you do have a busy schedule or just want a sick pump. So technique number 2, next tactic is by far my most used tactic in the last few years, and it is a workout routine that is very near and dear to my heart, the full body workout. So think about the average workout routines you see. Push-pull legs twice a week for 5 or 6 workouts a week, or like a chest, back, shoulders, legs, arms workout for 5 days a week. I can't be there that much. I can't be there 6 days a week. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna do it. So introducing my go-to workout for most of my medical school career, full body workouts 2 or 3 times per week. So unlike split routines that target specific muscle groups on different days, full body workouts will use these multiple sessions and use multiple muscle groups in that single session. So this means that you can achieve pretty comprehensive stimulation and strength gains in a shorter time frame, fewer workouts per week, and we still are focused on hitting that 10 sets per muscle per week mark that I mentioned earlier. With full body workouts, you're going to be using a lot more compound exercises to engage all these muscle groups simultaneously. So I will admit though, there is a huge mental block switching to a routine like this. You think you won't get as good of a pump if you don't absolutely wreck this muscle in a single workout, but don't knock it till you try it. Plenty of great physiques have been built by full body workouts. Full body workouts 3 times a week are honestly pretty great for busy people because a lot of the time and mental energy devoted towards exercising is honestly just putting clothes on, getting ready, driving to the gym. If you minimize the amount of times you do that per week, combine it into 2 or 3 full body workouts, you're gonna be getting all the gains with fewer times at the gym. I love this one. I always go back to this routine. In med school, I'd have certain days where I'd be on call in the hospital from like 7 in the morning to maybe 9 at night, just not lifting that day. Sorry. So this routine is super flexible. You can always add bonus workouts if it's a week where you have a little bit more time, which is something that I do with a lot of my clients, is give them those bonus workouts. If you do want the routine that I did during med school, make sure you DM me routine on Instagram and I'll make sure to send you the free download link. So technique number 3, if you want to go absolutely crazy with the full body workouts and get them done in like 30 minutes, let's get into the rest pause technique, also known as dog crap training. Yeah, dog crap, you heard that right. And this can be done with any exercise and routine, not just full body workouts, but as a kind of segue, a transition for you. So this method involves performing a set of an exercise to near failure, usually picking a weight that gets you to failure around 12 to 20 reps, then taking a short rest period, usually around 15 to 30 seconds, before completing 2 or 3 more sets to failure or near failure. So a whole rest pause set might look like this: 15 reps, then 20 seconds rest, 8 reps, then 20 seconds rest, 4 reps, and then you're done. You did your 3 rest sets. So by doing some brief rest intervals within a single set like this technique allows for greater training volume and more muscle fatigue just in a shorter time frame. So think about when you're lifting. Say you're doing a set of 10 reps. The first 6 reps are probably pretty easy. So you're only getting, say, 4 quality reps of that 10 rep set. So with rest pause, you're pretty much making most of the reps that you're doing quality. Lately, I might do this with an isolation exercise like biceps or triceps at the end of a workout if I just need to get out of there pretty quickly. It's honestly also pretty easy to progressive overload with this technique, and it's also fun to get your butt kicked with just a few reps. So I do love this one. Technique number 4, we have a closely related cousin to rest pause, and that is Myo-reps. So like rest pause, start with an intro set of around 15 reps, taking to failure or just shy of it, then take a brief rest of about 15 to 30 seconds, and begin mini sets. The goal after this initial set is to get 5 mini sets of 5 reps. So let's use the lat pull down for example, and say the weight that gets you to failure at 15 reps is 150 pounds. You start with that set of 15, rest 15 to 30 seconds, taking deep breaths during that rest period. Then you're going to push out 5 reps, rest 15 to 30 seconds. Next set, you may get 4 reps, rest 15 to 30 seconds. Next set, you get 3 reps. Now you're gonna stop here. You should stop these back off sets when you cannot hit at least 3 reps, or you do those 5 mini sets of 5 reps. So for this, you did 150 by 15, 5, 4, 3. Next workout, add some reps until you can do those 5 mini sets of 5 reps, and then you can add weight from there. So again, shorter breaks between sets could potentially boost metabolic stress, leading to greater improvements in even strength endurance compared to standard resistance training routines. And also Myo-reps might enhance results by a little bit more metabolic stress, similar to the quality reps thing that I mentioned earlier with rest pause. So again, this one's pretty ideal in a time crunch because you are getting a whole lot more quality volume in that shorter amount of time. This one's fun, definitely try it out. So technique number 5, we have our last time-saving technique. Don't hate on home workouts, especially when you have some quality resistance bands or even a minimal home gym setup. Because sometimes a quick pump at home for 15 minutes if you can't make it to the gym, it's better than nothing. I do prefer bands because they're more versatile and allow you to get pretty creative. But if you have a home gym, dumbbells, or even just your body weight, that'll do too. I've had plenty of clients do great with minimal equipment home workouts. It's honestly just a matter of getting creative and just keeping your intensity high. Muscle can be built anywhere from that 5 to 50 rep range, provided you're taking sets pretty close to failure. So even if the weights are light, you still can and will build muscle. Bands are also pretty lightweight and portable if you're traveling, so it's something that you can just throw in a suitcase too. And home workouts can easily be incorporated into your daily activities, like a break during work or while you're just chilling watching TV or something. This makes it possible to squeeze in quick, efficient workouts throughout your day, minimizing downtime, maximizing productivity, and hopefully maximizing gains too. I've honestly done a fair share of my home workouts during medical school and also through the pandemic when we couldn't leave the house for a few months. So don't fall into the trap of thinking you need a full gym at all times to maximize your progress. You can get some gains at home too. So to recap, you need about 10 sets per muscle group per week to maximize gains. More might be better, may not be the most time efficient, there will be diminishing returns, but you still can build muscle in that 3 to 5 set range, or at least maintain it. In the workouts themselves, try supersets, drop sets, full body workouts. I love my rest pause and Myo-rep techniques. Those are my favorites to do even if I'm not in a time crunch, so make sure you try those intensity techniques. But if you do need more help maximizing a busy schedule with proper training and nutrition to build muscle, lose fat, improve your confidence, improve your health markers, make sure you fill out the application below in the description and I'll reach out when I have some spots available and I'll chat with you. Otherwise, thank you for watching the video. Make sure you let me know your favorite time-saving techniques. Hopefully it is not skipping the gym altogether, and I'll make sure to catch you in the next video.